Galactic Council attacked a human diplomat. Didn't know he was death in a... Light shone from floating orbs above, and the walls were made of a strange metal that seemed alive. Aliens of all shapes and sizes moved around. Some had 4 arms, some had no legs and floated instead. Others had skin that changed color like the sky. Adam's brown hair and blue eyes made him look ordinary, but he carried himself with calm confidence. He was here as a diplomat from Earth. He had been trained for this. Humans had been watching the Council for many years. Earth was small and weak compared to most alien worlds, but humans were clever. Adam had learned many languages, many cultures, and many ways to speak without anger. He knew how to stand tall even when others laughed at him. Today was not easy. The Council was angry. They did not trust humans. They thought humans were weak and emotional. Some aliens whispered that humans would fall apart under pressure. Some even said humans were not worth talking to. Adam walked into the main chamber. He could see council members sitting on high platforms. Each member was bigger than a human with voices that shook the room. The tallest, a being called Varkle, had dark green scales and glowing eyes. He looked down at Adam with contempt. "Human," Varkle said. "Why are you here? Your people are small. Your weapons are weak." "What can you give us?" Adam smiled gently. "Peace," he said. "We want to trade, we want to learn, we want to live alongside others without fighting." Some aliens laughed, a few hissed. One being with silver wings and a voice like music said, "Humans speak of peace, yet you are weak. How can you protect yourselves if you cannot even protect your own planet?" Adam did not move or shout. He waited for his turn to speak. He had trained for insults like these. "Our strength is in our minds," he said. "We solve problems with thinking. We do not need to fight to survive. But if someone attacks us, we will act. We will protect ourselves, and we will protect others if we must." A murmur went through the chamber. Some aliens were surprised. Most thought humans could not fight. Adam's words were calm, but there was a strange weight to them. Varkle narrowed his eyes. "Do you threaten us, human?" he asked. Adam shook his head. "No, I speak truth. I offer peace. I do not want to fight, but I will not run." The council continued to argue. Humans were small, they said. Humans were emotional. Humans could not last in the galaxy. Adam listened quietly. He did not answer every insult. Sometimes silence was stronger than words. After the session, the council went into recess. Aliens moved around in groups, talking and laughing. Adam was walking through a hall when he felt something behind him. He turned, but no one was there. Then suddenly a figure lunged at him. It was a council enforcer, a large alien with sharp claws. Adam reacted quickly. He moved to the side, grabbing the alien's arm and twisting it. The enforcer screamed in pain and fell. Adam did not hesitate. He disarmed the alien and it ran away, terrified. A few guards arrived, but Adam did not fight them. He only looked calm, as if nothing had happened. The word spread quickly. The human survived an attack. Not only that, he had moved with speed and strength that no one expected. Aliens whispered, "He is fast. He is strong. He is more than a diplomat." Adam returned to his quarters. He was tired, but he did not show it. He wrote a message to Earth explaining the Council's behavior. He told his superiors that humans were underestimated, that aliens thought humans were weak, but he also warned that humans were careful, patient, and clever. Earth was small, but humans had ways to survive. That night, Adam slept lightly. He dreamed of the council chamber. He dreamed of aliens attacking, of ships burning, of humans standing strong. It was not a nightmare. It was preparation. Humans had faced danger before, and they always found a way to survive. The next day, the council gathered again. This time, there were more eyes on Adam. Aliens watched him with caution. Some even stepped back. Varkle was angry. He could not understand how a human survived alone. He whispered to his advisors, "We must act. We must remove him before he teaches others to fear humans." Adam noticed the whispers, but he did not react. He only stood calmly, waiting. His presence was quiet, but it carried power. Aliens felt it. Some said that humans were strange. Some said humans were dangerous, but not like other species. Humans were patient. Humans could wait. Humans could plan, and when they acted, it was precise. Later, during a council break, Adam walked in the gardens of the station. Strange plants glowed softly. Birds with shining feathers flew in patterns. He breathed in the air, calm and steady. A young alien child approached him. "Why do humans not fight?" the child asked. Adam smiled. "We fight only when we must. Fighting for no reason is wasteful, but we never run, we never give up." That is how humans survive. The child nodded slowly. So humans are quiet like this, but strong? Adam looked at the child. Yes, strong enough to protect, quiet enough to think, patient enough to wait. Word of Adam's calm strength spread through the council station. Aliens who had mocked humans before now looked uneasy. Counselors whispered. The human diplomat seemed ordinary, but the way he moved, the way he spoke, the way he did not fear anyone made them feel something new. Fear. Varkle grew more impatient. He called a private meeting with other council leaders. This human cannot be weak, he said. I have seen him fight. He does not lose. We must strike again. We must show humans their place. Other counselors argued. Some said it was risky. Some said the human might be dangerous. But Varkle was determined. He did not know the full truth about Adam, but he felt it in his bones. Humans were not what they seemed. Attacking them might awaken something worse. Adam, meanwhile, continued his duties. He spoke with other council members politely, arranged meetings, and wrote reports. He smiled, nodded, and listened. No one could tell that he was preparing for the worst. Humans always prepared. Humans always thought ahead. And in that moment, the entire council underestimated the one human who was ready for anything. The day ended. Aliens returned to their ships. The council chambers were empty, but whispers followed Adam everywhere. He is strong. He is careful. He is death in disguise. Adam walked alone through the quiet halls. He thought about Earth, about his people, and about the council. He knew one thing clearly: humans were underestimated, and that mistake would cost the council more than they knew. He stopped at a window. Outside, the stars stretched endlessly. Ships moved between planets. Worlds waited, unaware of the quiet power that now stood among the council. Adam smiled slightly. He did not seek war. He did not seek fear. But he was ready. Humans were ready. The first part of the story ends with Adam standing alone, small among giants, yet larger than any counselor could imagine. His calm strength left a mark on everyone who saw him. And in the shadows, Varkle planned, not knowing that the human he wanted to destroy was far more than a diplomat. He was something the galaxy had never faced before the council returned to their chambers the next day. Whispers of Adam Brooks' calm strength filled the hallways. Some council members looked uneasy. Many had underestimated humans before, and now they wondered if they had made a mistake. Varkle paced back and forth in his office, anger burning in his eyes. He could not understand how a small human survived alone against trained enforcers. He called his advisors. We must strike again, Varkle said. He is not a diplomat, he is a weapon. We cannot let him stand here among us. I will remove him before he shows the council what humans can do. Other counselors shook their heads. Some warned that attacking Adam might bring disaster, but Varkle ignored them. He sent a team of elite enforcers to ambush Adam during his walk through the council gardens. The enforcers were large, armed with energy blades and stun weapons. They moved silently, confident that the human would fall. Adam walked through the glowing gardens as if he did not know danger was coming. The plants shone softly under the floating lights. Birds with shining feathers flew around, their songs quiet and soft. He enjoyed the calm, breathing in the strange, clean air. He thought of Earth, of green forests and quiet nights. He felt connected to his home, even here in a galaxy full of aliens. Then the enforcers struck. 3 of them appeared from the shadows, their weapons aimed at him. One shouted in a harsh voice, "Human, die now?" Adam did not panic. He had trained for this. He moved his body in a way that seemed impossible. The first enforcer lunged with a blade, but Adam stepped lightly to the side, grabbed the alien's arm, and twisted. The alien screamed and fell. The second enforcer fired a stun weapon. Adam ducked, rolling smoothly on the ground, then kicked the alien's legs, sending him into the glowing bushes. The alien could not rise. The third tried to hit him from behind, but Adam spun and blocked the strike with his forearm. The alien stumbled back, shocked by the human's speed and skill. Lena Carter, a human intelligence officer, arrived just in time. She had been monitoring the council and knew Varkle would not stop easily. "Adam, watch out!" she shouted, moving to help. Adam shook his head. "I do not need help," he said calmly, "but thank you for coming." The fight ended quickly. The enforcers lay defeated, some unconscious, some retreating in fear. Council members who had been watching from above whispered among themselves. They had expected a human to die instantly. Instead, he moved with precision, with speed, and with strength no human should have. The word spread. Adam Brooks was not ordinary. Varkel's face turned red with anger. He did not understand how Adam survived. He called more counselors to his side. "We cannot underestimate him again," he said. "We must act, but carefully. He is dangerous. He is not human in the way we know humans. We need a plan." Adam returned to his quarters. He did not show fear or anger. He cleaned his clothes and wrote a message to Earth. He explained what happened, warning his superiors that the Council would not stop attacking humans. He reminded them that humans survived because they were clever, patient, and prepared. Later, Adam sat quietly in his room thinking about the Council. He understood why they feared him, even if they did not know why. Humans were underestimated in the galaxy, but that was their strength. Other species thought humans were weak. That mistake gave humans time to prepare, to plan, and to act with precision. The next day, the Council called a meeting. This time, Adam noticed that some aliens were keeping a distance. They whispered among themselves, looking at him with caution. Varkel did not speak at first, but his eyes followed Adam constantly. He was angry, but also afraid. He had seen what humans could do. During the session, Varkel demanded that the Council punish Adam. "This human is not what he seems," he said. "He survives attacks that would destroy others. He is dangerous. I say we remove him from the station before he shows the Council more of his power." Some counselors disagreed. They said humans had only defended themselves. Attacking them further might provoke more. "We do not understand him," one said. "We should be careful. Humans are small, yes, but they are clever. Do not let anger guide us." Varkel ignored them. He planned another attack, but this time he wanted to test Adam. He wanted to see if the human was just lucky or if there was more behind the calm diplomat. That night, as the Council slept, Varkel sent a small group of assassins. They moved silently through the corridors, their weapons ready. Adam was in his quarters, reviewing messages and reports. He sensed them before they reached him. Humans had instincts, honed over centuries, and Adam had trained his mind and body for danger. The assassins attacked suddenly. Adam moved with impossible speed. He dodged energy blasts, disarmed aliens, and disabled them without killing. Each move was precise, measured, and controlled. Council records later showed that the assassins had never expected a human to react like that. They were stunned, terrified, and some fled into the corridors, never to return. Lena arrived again, helping Adam coordinate a safe escape route. "Adam, they are everywhere," she said. "We need to get you to safety." Adam shook his head. "We do not run, we only act when needed." He moved through the halls, shutting down doors, turning off lights, and guiding fleeing aliens away from danger. By the time the attack ended, not a single human life was lost, and the Council station had minimal damage. The enforcers and assassins were defeated, many unconscious, some fleeing in fear. After the fight, Council members gathered. They were silent, afraid. They could not understand how a human had survived alone against trained elites. Some whispered to each other, "Humans are more than we know. Adam Brooks is death in disguise. We have underestimated them too long." Varkel's anger turned into fear. He realized that humans were patient, clever, and deadly when cornered. He had thought humans were small, weak, and easy to manipulate. Now he knew that human strength was quiet, controlled, and precise. Humans waited, observed, and acted only when necessary. When they acted, it was final. Adam, meanwhile, wrote another message to Earth. He explained the attacks, the Council's fear, and the warning that humans were not to be underestimated. He told his superiors that the galaxy did not yet understand human power, but it would. He reminded them that humans survived not because they were the strongest, but because they were smart, patient, and ready for anything. The next morning, Adam walked again in the gardens. Aliens who had watched him now gave him space. Whispers followed him wherever he went. Young aliens looked at him with curiosity and fear. Council members avoided him. Even Varkel, who had sent the attacks, kept his distance. He knew that Adam Brooks was more than a diplomat. He was a force the Council could not control. Lena joined him. "The Council is afraid," she said quietly. "They do not know why, but they fear you." Adam smiled slightly. "They fear humans because they think we are weak, but when they see what we can do, they will learn the truth. Humans survive, humans endure. And humans act only when necessary." Lena nodded. "And when humans act, it is final." Adam looked at the stars outside the window. Ships moved between planets, worlds waited, unaware of the quiet human who had defeated elite enforcers alone. He knew the Council would test him again. They would not stop until they understood or until they feared completely. But humans were ready. Humans had always been ready. The council began to plan. Varkle wanted revenge. Other counselors debated, some warned caution, some wanted to flee. But the truth was clear. Humans were underestimated, and that was dangerous for anyone who attacked them. The galaxy was learning a lesson slowly, painfully, and Adam Brooks was at the center. The day ended with the council in unease. The human diplomat had survived another attack. The whispers of death followed him. Council members feared the quiet strength that humans carried. They began to understand that small humans could outthink, outmove, and outlast even the most powerful aliens. And in the quiet of his room, Adam prepared for the next challenge, knowing that humans always survived, no matter what. Humans were patient. Humans were clever. And humans, when forced, could become something no alien ever wanted to face. Adam Brooks, the quiet diplomat, had shown them the first glimpse of that truth. The council gathered again, more cautiously than before. The halls were quiet, and even Varkle looked uneasy. Whispers about Adam Brooks' abilities spread like wildfire. Some council members had seen him survive attacks alone. Others had seen how calm he remained while defending himself. All of them felt the weight of his presence. Humans, they realized, were not weak. Adam walked into the chamber slowly. He did not rush. He did not show fear. His blue eyes scanned the council members as if he could read their thoughts. Aliens of all shapes stared at him, unsure how to react. Even Varkle, who had planned attacks, did not look confident. He knew now that humans were not ordinary. "Counselors," Adam began, "I understand your concern about humans. I know many of you think we are small, weak, or emotional. But humans survive because we plan, because we think, and because we endure. We do not fight without reason, but when we must, we act decisively." Some counselors whispered among themselves. They had not expected the human to speak so openly about survival. Varkle narrowed his eyes. "What do you mean, human?" he asked. "What are you trying to say?" Adam continued calmly. "Humans are patient. Humans have learned over thousands of years that the universe is dangerous. We have survived wars, disasters, and threats that no one else could handle. We act carefully, and we act only when necessary. But when we act, it is precise and final." Varkle shifted in his seat. He was angry, but now fear mixed with his anger. He did not know what Adam meant by final. He only felt that humans were more dangerous than he had imagined. Lena Carter, the human intelligence officer, stepped forward. She had accompanied Adam during his missions. "Counselors," she said, "Adam Brooks is more than a diplomat. He represents what humans have learned from history. Humans survive by being careful, patient, and disciplined. He is trained to act when all else fails. He is called death not because he enjoys it, but because he ends threats before they spread." Some counselors gasped. Others whispered urgently to each other. They had never heard such words about humans. They had thought humans were weak, small, and unarmed. Now they were realizing that humans could be unstoppable if provoked. Adam spoke again. "I am not here to threaten you. I am here to offer peace. Humans do not want war. Humans do not seek fear. We want coexistence, but we will not run. We will not give up. We will defend ourselves, and we will defend others if we must. That is human nature." Varkle stood. "This is arrogance," he said. "You speak as if you are more than a diplomat. You speak as if humans are gods." Adam shook his head. "No, humans are not gods. Humans are simple. We live, we learn, we survive. That is all. But the galaxy misunderstands us because we are patient, and patience is not weakness." The council fell silent. Whispers turned into murmurs. Some council members looked at each other with fear. Some wanted to argue, but the truth was clear. Humans were unlike any species they had faced. Small, yes. Clever, yes. Patient, yes. Deadly when cornered, yes. Varkle was angry. He wanted to attack to prove humans were weak, but deep inside he feared the cost. The attacks he had already sent against Adam had failed. Elite enforcers had been defeated. Assassins had been disarmed or frightened. He realized that humans were not just diplomats. Humans were trained, skilled, and controlled. They waited, and when they acted, it was perfect. Adam continued. "Humans have a doctrine. We prepare for threats and we survive them. We do not seek conflict, but we are ready for it. The attacks against me have shown your council's misunderstanding of humans. I do not act out of anger. I act to protect life. That is why humans endure." The chamber grew quiet. Some counselors looked afraid. Some looked thoughtful. Varkle's face turned red. He wanted to shout, but he could not. He realized that humans were not predictable. He realized that attacking humans could awaken something he could not control. "Why do you call yourself Death?" one alien counselor asked, her voice trembling. "You speak of peace, yet you speak of final actions. Why?" Adam's face was calm. "I am called Death because humans act only when necessary. When threats are great, when harm is coming, we stop it. Sometimes that requires final actions. Humans do not enjoy it, we do not seek it. But we will act to protect life and survival. That is why I am called Death." The council murmured. Some aliens were frightened. Others were curious. They had never heard a species speak like this. They had never faced a species that warned of danger without anger, that promised peace but prepared for war. Varkel's voice shook. "You are dangerous. Humans are dangerous. You survive attacks that would destroy any other species. We underestimated you." Adam nodded. "That is true. Humans are underestimated. Many in the galaxy do not understand us. That mistake has always been in our favor, but it also makes humans patient. We watch, we learn, and when needed, we act decisively." Lena stepped closer. "Adam represents humans at their best. We do not provoke, we do not attack without cause, but we will defend ourselves and we will defend others. Humans have survived because we choose our actions carefully. That is what the Council must understand." Varkel clenched his fists. He wanted to attack Adam again, but he knew it was dangerous. He remembered the enforcers who had fallen. He remembered the assassins who had fled. He realized he could not underestimate humans again. Adam walked slowly to the center of the chamber. He looked at each counselor. "I am not here to destroy anyone. I am here to offer humans as partners, as allies, as friends. But I will not allow threats to harm my people or the people of others. Humans are patient, but humans endure. That is why we survive. That is why we are here." The council fell silent. Some members bowed their heads, others looked away. The weight of Adam's words was heavy. Humans were not small, weak, or foolish. Humans were careful, strong, and enduring. The galaxy had not yet seen their full power, but it was becoming clear that humans could not be ignored. Varkel finally spoke, his voice low and dangerous. "You are clever, human, but do not think this council will bend to fear. We will test you. We will challenge you. And we will see if your humans are truly as patient as you claim." Adam nodded. "We accept challenge. Humans are patient, but we do not wait forever. When the time comes, we act. That is our nature." The council debated late into the night. Some members feared humans. Some admired them. All agreed that humans were unlike any species they had encountered. Whispers of death followed Adam wherever he went. The council realized that they had underestimated humans for too long. Adam returned to his quarters after the meeting. He thought about the council, about Earth, and about humans. He knew that the galaxy misunderstood his people. Humans were not the strongest, not the largest, not the most armed. But humans were clever, patient, and enduring. That combination made them powerful in a way that few species could understand. Lena joined him. "They are afraid," she said quietly. "They have never faced humans like this." Adam nodded. "Fear is natural when you misunderstand someone. Humans are underestimated, and that is our strength. The council will learn slowly, and they will remember." He looked at the stars outside his window. Ships moved between planets and worlds waited, unaware of the quiet human who had survived attacks alone. He knew the council would test him again. They would try to understand or control humans, but humans were ready. Humans had always been ready. The night passed. Adam slept lightly, dreaming of Earth, of forests, rivers, and quiet nights. He thought of humans enduring danger, surviving threats, and acting decisively when needed. He dreamed of the council learning, slowly but surely, that humans were patient, clever, and not to be underestimated. The next day, the council met again, more cautiously. Varkel wanted revenge, but he knew humans were patient and precise. Every attack they launched had failed. He realized that humans were trained, clever, and disciplined. Patience was not weakness, as he had thought. It was preparation. Adam walked into the chamber with calm confidence. The whispers followed him. Counselors watched him carefully. They did not laugh, they did not mock. They were beginning to understand that humans were dangerous, not because of strength, but because of control, patience, and decisive action. The first stage of the council's fear was complete. Humans had shown they survived attacks alone. Humans had shown they acted with precision. And humans, led by Adam Brooks, were proving that patience and endurance could be more dangerous than brute force. The council would not forget this day. The truth about humans had begun to spread. Adam was patient, calm, and ready. And the galaxy would soon learn that humans could endure, act decisively, and survive where others failed. The whispers of death were only beginning. Humans were clever, humans were patient, humans endured. And when needed, humans acted, and nothing stopped them. Varkle could no longer wait. The Council had seen Adam Brooks survive attack after attack. Whispers about humans being patient, clever, and deadly had spread through the station. Some counselors were afraid. Some were curious. Varkle, however, was angry. He believed humans had to be stopped before they became more dangerous. He decided to strike openly. The council chamber was full that morning. Aliens of all sizes and shapes sat on platforms, talking quietly. The hum of energy machines filled the room. Varkle's voice boomed across the chamber. Humans are a threat. Adam Brooks is no ordinary diplomat. He survives attacks that would destroy anyone else. I say we remove him by force if necessary. Other counselors argued. We cannot act recklessly, one said. He has only defended himself. Attacking him might bring more danger. Varkle ignored them. He signaled to his elite forces. Ships outside the station moved into attack positions. Inside, enforcers armed with energy weapons prepared to strike. The council was about to witness what humans were capable of, and Varkle wanted it to end with his victory. Adam Brooks entered the chamber calmly. His blue eyes scanned the room. He saw the enforcers, the weapons, the ships ready for attack. He did not panic. Humans had faced danger before. Humans had survived threats larger than this. He took a deep breath and moved to the center of the chamber. Counselors, he said calmly. Attacking a diplomat will not bring peace. It will bring harm. Humans do not seek war. We act only when necessary, but we will not allow threats to succeed. Varkle shouted. Enough words, attack. The enforcers moved quickly. They fired energy blasts at Adam. He dodged with impossible speed. He ducked, rolled, and twisted, moving like water through the chamber. The blasts hit walls and floors, but he was unharmed. Counselors gasped. They had never seen a human move like this. Adam acted with precision. He did not attack randomly. He disarmed the enforcers one by one. He used their energy weapons against them without harming anyone unnecessarily. Some enforcers tried to flee, but Adam blocked their paths calmly, forcing them to surrender. Outside the chamber, ships began to fire. Energy beams struck the station. Alarms blared. The council members panicked. Varkle shouted orders, but his fleet was unprepared for Adam's control. The human diplomat moved through corridors with calm focus. He shut down doors, rerouted power to disable weapons, and guided fleeing aliens away from danger. Lena Carter followed him closely. She had worked with Adam for years. They are everywhere, she said quietly. You cannot handle all of them alone. Adam shook his head. Humans survive by acting precisely. We do not panic. We do not waste energy. We act only where it matters. The battle raged for hours. Counselors watched in fear as Adam moved through the station. He disabled war machines, disarmed enforcers, and protected lives without cruelty. Some aliens who had mocked humans before now looked with awe. Others whispered to each other, "This is impossible. He is not just a human. He is death itself." Varkle tried to confront him directly. He entered the chamber with several enforcers, hoping to overwhelm Adam. But Adam did not move in panic. He studied their movements, then struck. In a few moments, Varkle's forces were disarmed or fleeing. Varkle himself was trapped against a wall. He could not move. He realized that Adam's calm focus and precision made him unstoppable. Adam looked at Varkle. "I do not seek your life," he said, "but I will stop your attack. Humans do not fight without reason. We act only to protect." Varkle growled in frustration. He could not believe that a single human had defeated his forces. He had underestimated patience, precision, and intelligence. He realized that humans did not need numbers or strength. Humans had strategy, timing, and control. Those qualities made them dangerous in ways aliens did not understand. Adam continued through the station. He moved silently but quickly. He guided wounded aliens to safety. He disabled energy weapons before they could harm anyone. He acted with skill that seemed impossible for a human. The council watched in silence. Their anger had turned into fear and awe. After hours of battle, the station was quiet again. The enforcers had surrendered. The fleet outside had retreated. The council chamber had minimal damage, thanks to Adam's careful control. Aliens who had survived looked at him with respect. They had never seen a species act like this, patient, precise, and deadly when necessary, yet careful to avoid unnecessary harm. Adam returned to the chamber. He looked at the counselors, including Varkle. "The attacks are over," he said. "Humans do not seek war. Humans protect life. We act when needed and we endure." Varkle did not respond. He could only look at Adam with anger and fear. He had underestimated humans. He had believed size and strength mattered more than patience and precision. He had been wrong. Lena spoke quietly to the council. "Humans are different. We do not fight without reason. We do not destroy without cause. But when humans act, we are precise. We survive, we endure, and we protect life." The council slowly began to understand. Humans were not the largest or strongest. Humans were clever, patient, and controlled. Their strength came from discipline, planning, and the ability to act when necessary. The council realized that attacking humans could awaken a force they could not control. Adam walked to the center of the chamber. "I am a diplomat," he said calmly. "I do not seek fear or power. Humans are patient, clever, and enduring. We act to protect, not to destroy. The galaxy will learn that humans are not weak, small, or foolish. We survive because we endure, and when we act, we are precise." The council fell silent. Whispers spread. "Humans are dangerous," some said. "Humans are clever," others murmured. "We must respect them," counselors admitted quietly. Varkle finally spoke, his voice low. "Humans are patient, humans are clever, humans endure. I have underestimated them. It will not happen again." Adam nodded. "Humans are patient. We endure, we protect. And when needed, we act decisively. That is human nature." The council began to write new rules. They would protect smaller species. They would treat humans as equals. They would not attack without understanding the consequences. The galaxy had learned a lesson slowly but surely. Humans were patient, clever, enduring, and precise. Adam returned to his quarters. He looked at the stars outside. Ships moved between planets. Worlds waited, unaware of the quiet human who had protected many lives alone. He thought of Earth, of forests, rivers, and quiet nights. He thought of humans surviving threats larger than themselves, enduring danger and acting with precision. He knew the council would remember this day. They had seen what humans could do when pushed. Humans did not seek war, but they would act decisively when threatened. The whispers of death, the stories of his calm strength and skill, would spread through the galaxy. Lena joined him. "They are afraid," she said quietly. "They have seen what humans can do." Adam nodded. "Humans survive, humans endure. We act only when needed, and when we act, we are precise. The galaxy will learn slowly, and it will remember." The night passed. The council members whispered. Varkle thought about the human diplomat. He realized that humans were more than he had imagined. Humans were patient, clever, and enduring. They could survive attacks that would destroy others. They could act decisively and protect life. He understood now why humans were feared. Adam Brooks, the quiet diplomat, had shown the council what humans were capable of. They had learned that patience, precision, and endurance could be more dangerous than brute force, and the galaxy had only seen the beginning. Humans survived, humans endured, and when needed, humans acted, and nothing stopped them. The council chamber was quiet after the battle. Aliens whispered in corners, their eyes full of fear and respect. Varkle sat alone, thinking about the human diplomat, Adam Brooks. He had planned attacks, tried to overwhelm him, and yet Adam had survived every challenge. Not only survived, but he had acted with calm precision, protecting lives even while defeating enemies. The council began to understand that humans were patient, clever, and enduring, and that patience was not weakness. Adam entered the chamber. He walked calmly to the center, his blue eyes scanning the room. Aliens gave him space. The whispers followed him. Counselors realized that the humans standing before them had defeated their forces without cruelty, without chaos, and without panic. He had acted decisively, yet carefully, and every move had shown control and intelligence. "Counselors," Adam began, his voice calm but firm. "Humans do not seek war. Humans do not wish to harm others. We survive because we endure, because we plan, and because we act when necessary. Our patience is our strength, and our precision protects life. The attacks against me have shown your council the truth. Humans are not weak, and humans are not careless." Some counselors murmured among themselves. Others looked at Adam with awe. They had never faced a species like humans before. They realized that humans were clever, disciplined, and dangerous when provoked, but they were also controlled, careful, and protective of life. Varkle rose slowly. Human, you speak of peace, yet you have shown power beyond what we expected. How can we trust a species that survives attacks like yours and acts with such precision? Adam smiled faintly. Trust is earned, not given. Humans offer cooperation, partnership, and protection. We do not seek fear, and we do not seek control over others. But we will defend ourselves and those who cannot defend themselves. We will act decisively, but only when necessary. That is human nature. Lena Carter stepped forward. Counselors, humans are not like other species you have faced. We do not attack without reason. We do not destroy without cause. We endure, we plan, and we act carefully. When humans act, it is precise and final. That is why Adam has survived and why humans endure in the galaxy. The council fell silent. Some counselors looked ashamed for underestimating humans. Others looked thoughtful, realizing that humans had survived attacks that would have destroyed most other species. Fear mixed with respect. The council could not ignore the truth any longer. Adam continued. I am a diplomat, not a warrior. Humans do not wish to instill fear. We wish to coexist. We wish to share knowledge, trade, and understanding. But make no mistake, humans will protect ourselves, our allies, and the innocent. When we act, it is final. That is why humans are patient, enduring, and strong. Varkle clenched his fists. He had thought humans were weak, small, and easy to manipulate. Now he realized that patience and intelligence could be more dangerous than brute force. He had underestimated humans, and he knew it. The council had underestimated humans, and they all had learned a hard lesson. Adam paused, letting his words sink in. The counselors listened carefully. He had shown that humans were not only capable of surviving, but they were also capable of controlling their power, using it only when necessary, and protecting life even in battle. The galaxy will learn, Adam said quietly. Humans endure, humans act with precision, humans survive. If the council or any species attacks without reason, humans will act to protect. Our patience is long, but our action is decisive. This is the truth about humans. The chamber was silent for a long moment. Aliens whispered quietly. Some counselors looked down, others exchanged nervous glances. They understood that humans were unlike anything they had faced, not because of strength alone, but because of intelligence, patience, and precision. Humans had survived threats larger than themselves, and they had done so without unnecessary cruelty. Varkle spoke slowly. Human, you have shown us that humans are clever, patient, and precise. We underestimated you. It will not happen again. Adam nodded. That is the lesson humans offer. Patience is not weakness. Cleverness is not arrogance. Precision is not cruelty. Humans endure and humans act when necessary. The galaxy must remember this. Lena looked at Adam. The council will need time to accept this. They will test humans and they will fear humans, but they will respect us too. Adam smiled faintly. Respect is earned, not demanded. Humans have survived because we endure. That is what matters. The galaxy will learn slowly but surely. After the meeting, Adam returned to his quarters. He looked at the stars outside the window. Ships moved between planets. Worlds waited, unaware of the quiet human who had protected countless lives and survived attacks alone. He thought of Earth, of forests, rivers, quiet nights, and people enduring hardships together. Humans had always survived, always endured, and always acted when necessary. He knew that the Council would remember this day. The whispers of humans being patient, clever, and precise would spread through the galaxy. Species that had underestimated humans would learn caution. They would understand that humans could survive threats, protect life, and act decisively when required. Varkle remained in his chambers, brooding. He realized that humans were not only clever but enduring. Humans could survive attacks that destroyed others, act decisively when cornered, and protect life even in battle. He understood now why humans had been underestimated for so long. The galaxy had learned a lesson slowly, and humans had taught it with patience and precision. Adam spoke one final time to the Council. Humans do not seek power or fear. Humans seek coexistence, partnership, and understanding. We endure, we act when necessary, and we protect life. Let this be known. Humans are patient, enduring, and precise. The galaxy will remember, and all who threaten peace will understand what humans can do when provoked. The Council listened. The truth was clear. Humans had survived attacks, defeated enemies, protected life, and acted with precision. They were patient, clever, and enduring. They had shown that patience and intelligence could be more dangerous than brute force. The galaxy had learned to respect humans. Adam stepped back. His duty as diplomat was complete. He had shown the Council what humans were capable of, given a warning, and offered a chance for peace. He did not seek glory, nor did he seek fear. He had acted as a protector, as humans always had. He turned to Lena. "It is done. Humans have shown what we are. The Council has learned the truth." Lena nodded. "They will remember. Humans endure and humans act when necessary. You have made that clear." Adam looked out the window one last time. Ships traveled between stars. Planets waited. The galaxy was vast, and humans had shown their strength without cruelty. They had survived attacks, ended threats precisely, and protected life. Humans were patient. Humans endured. Humans acted when necessary, and when humans acted, nothing could stop them. The lesson would spread. The galaxy would remember. The whispers of death, the calm strength, the patience and precision of humans would echo for generations. Adam smiled faintly. He had completed his mission. He had shown humans at their best, enduring, clever, and precise. The Council had learned, slowly but surely, that humans could not be underestimated. He turned away from the window, ready to continue his work in diplomacy. Humans would continue to survive, to endure, and to act when necessary. The galaxy had been warned. The message was clear. Humans were patient, clever, enduring, and precise. And in the quiet of the Council station, the stars shone brightly, and Adam Brooks, the human diplomat, walked forward, leaving the galaxy with a lesson it would not forget. Humans survived. Humans endured. Humans acted with precision. The galaxy would remember.